If you look back at the relationship of the West to the non-West, it was fundamentally structured around two kinds of flows. Intervention came from the North to the South, and people came from the South to the North. You still have that. You have intervention in the Middle East and in different forms in Asia and Latin America, Africa, but you have the migrations coming from the South to the North. See, and what the West had been able to do throughout the whole colonial period was to confine the violence to the combat zones of the South.
The causes and sources of extremism and terrorism are both local and global. We cannot separate the two. Our understanding of the construction of terrorism, along with responses, need to integrate understandings that cover all levels of society. We have to understand local context, but we also have to work to assist others in understanding local conditions. Understanding how terrorism is constructed, we need knowledge and expertise shared among academics, policymakers, and societies from around the world. We hope this event is the start of that process.
The more law, the more availability has not resulted in better law enforcement, better investigations, better supervision processes. The Belgium example following the Paris attacks was classic. You had a local administrator, you had a state administrator, and you had a federal administrator all saying they spoke to each other. Security forces all knew about it, but this person didn't really care. It was competition between the security forces. So the over-dramatization or the over-emotive factor in dealing with terrorism as a crime seems to be actually hindering cooperation because you have the authorities sort of competing with each other.
Daesh has been constructed as the inspiration of transnational terrorism. It's become a brand of sorts. It collects supporters with a very sophisticated marketing plan. The ways that Fortune 500 companies like Apple or Ford market their products, Daesh is showing that it's very sophisticated and capable at doing something that's just as good as that, and it's been successful at that. It's also been described as a central organization with franchises like McDonald's or affiliates like NBC has affiliates in various towns.
The social sciences in general at UCSB are committed to developing theory and uncovering new data that illuminates the underlying foundations of pressing social issues. We're committed to proposing and testing the many alternative futures that social policy could take to address complex and vexing problems. That is why I think this partnership with Trends can be very, very successful. We dovetail so nicely with the ultimate goals of Trends. It is to present policy alternatives that serve all, that transform societies and improve the living standards of humanity.